I'm Michael Elliott, and our next guest is Kurt Smith. Kurt is General Manager of Digital Media and Entertainment for Infor. He is responsible for leading that vertical, bringing more than 25 years of experience in creating go-to-market strategies and leading successful sales initiatives in the media entertainment industry. Prior to his current role, Kurt served as Vice President of Sales for Verizon Digital Media Services Division. Welcome, Kurt. So, let's start off. Tell me a little bit about Infor.
Well, Infor is a software company. We compete with SAP and Oracle. We're a roll-up. You probably haven't heard of Infor, but you've heard of a lot of the brands that we've purchased over time. So we bought Lawson Software, we bought Bond, SalesLogix, Epiphany, are just some of the big brands. So there's 140 software products that we've purchased. We've got something approaching 73,000 customers. We're $3 billion in annual revenues. And we're doing something, and we're leaving that part of the business. Legacy premises software is where the market was. Where we're going to is cloud-based micro-vertical solutions.
Cloud-based
I'll let you all ponder that for a second.
So I understand, what's going on with Oracle and SAP and not wanting to follow down that path.
Correct.
But help us understand that.
So we are the little brother, to those companies. We're $3 billion, as we said, in revenue. They're over 20+ billion. What we're building, and we've done in a number of different verticals: hospitality, public sector, our industrial manufacturing. We've built solutions that are specific to the unique needs of those industries. So what we don't want to do, and I don't think is a recipe for success in the intermediate and longer term, is build a industry solution build a solution that's horizontal and generic in nature. Right. What I think the recipe for long-term success is building industry solutions that are specific to those sub-industries. So I lead the one for media and entertainment. And what I'm doing is building out the building blocks, if you will, of software products that best fit, of those 140 that we have inside of our portfolio, that best fit the needs of the media and entertainment industry. And digital, by the way, we should probably add that. I have the way Infor has defined it is we have not only the traditional studios and broadcasters, those kinds of companies, we have the entire ecosystem. So the companies that are on the retailing side, the Hulu's, Netflix, Vudu's of the world. We have the MSO, MVPDs, the satellite broadcasters. Where you get your digital content is also a part of this ecosystem and a part of the definition of what we're calling media and entertainment / digital, which doesn't exactly roll off the tongue.
So, where you get that digital content, let's kind of relay that to how that fits from an Internet of Things perspective.
Okay, so the way we look at it is that the internet and is changing the behaviors in the marketplace, right? I look at my kids. I look at two major events that have happened. One are my children and the way they consume content. They do not watch television and on the calendar, the schedule that the broadcasters broadcast it in, and they don't watch. They really don't. Other than I think Walking Dead, they really don't watch any. They watch Netflix. They watch YouTube, and that's all they watch is snippets. Yep. And the second piece I think that's interesting, the event that happened that only substantiates the direction that Infor is going, is Netflix is suddenly now going direct to the consumer, be it subscription-based or electronic sell-through, video on demand, whatever. That model is now suddenly changing the behavior, and it's adding to the marketplace of cord cutters, and it's
the marketplace of cord cutters. Excellent. I haven't heard it referred to as that, but I understand exactly what you're referring to.
So what that means, I think, is that in what you see is the ripple effect is you've got CBS and HBO who have announced they're going direct to the consumer. So they have this massive affiliate business and they get these fees, and they're saying, look at Netflix over here going direct to the consumer and how successful they've been. So how does Infor play into that? We are going to have the last thing. I've been selling and working with these companies for 25 years. The last thing I could tell you that they want to do is go to their IT organization. Let's just say CBS and HBO. The last thing they want to do is go and say, listen, I need you to stand up an environment that captures all my customer interaction. I'm now suddenly not going to go host business to business in sort of a wholesale model. I'm going B2C. Could you stand up an environment? They'll say, yeah, the IT organizations of CBS and HBO, no offense, will probably say, yeah, in 18 months we'll have it all stood up for you.
Exactly.
So
And is that where Infor fits in?
that's where we fit in.
Excellent.
What we are building is that cloud-based solution to say, no, it's ready right now. You want to change your business model? You want to be nimble? You want to take advantage of this market opportunity? I've got it already stood up. You just pay for the number. You don't even have any CapEx. All you need to do is tell us how many, get your data on our platform and pay for the number of subscribers in an OpEx model that are using our platform.
So do the devices that they're consuming this data through, the YouTubes or the videos and all that, does that matter? Is that a part of that component of as you stand up that cloud-based infrastructure?
You know, to me, the way we think about it is that's just enables the marketplace to grow more quickly and consume more data, consume more content. It only adds to the demands that are placed upon the systems, and it only validates or substantiates the idea that then everybody trying to solve that problem individually is inefficient. To have one company solve it at scale for everybody makes a ton of sense.
Right.
So the more devices that are used in the market or released, the more adoption that takes place of those devices really only drives more transactions, which drives more demands on systems, which plays into what we're doing in the scalable cloud solutions.
So we're seeing a lot of evolution going on. What do you see as we go forward that we need to be thinking about or that we're going to see? Well,
again, I think there's a lot of smart people that would opine about where things are going to go and how the windowing is going to change and who's going to be successful and how CBS and HBO are going to do it going directly to consumer. In a sense, Infor is supporting this marketplace, but maybe doesn't care. We don't necessarily care who's going to be the winner and the loser. What we really care about is that we're, in a sense, I don't know if this is offensive or not, but we're the arms dealer. We're providing for all of the companies that need to get there and have that infrastructure that supports their business model. We'll have it available to this ecosystem that I'm supporting. Right. We do it for a lot of other MicroVerticals, but again, for the one that's media and entertainment / digital, we're standing this up, and we will be. And I think right now, I don't see our competition being either nimble enough or directed enough to. So I think Infor has that leadership position right now, and we plan on seizing on that.
So let's talk a little bit about how are you going to scale?
Well, there's two sides of scaling, I think, right? One is the people side of it, which is always a challenge to find talented and good people in the marketplace, as we all know. The second side is the technology piece, right? Well, there's two pieces I would suggest to the technology component of this. One is the servers and disk drives and that kind of thing, and second are the applications and whether the applications can support the kind of demand that would be placed upon them. The applications that we've acquired and we're building and using are supporting the Fortune 200, Fortune 500 type companies already. So they have the scalability with them. So now as it relates to the technology, the servers and the disk drives, we leverage the AWS. So this is, again, a cloud-based SaaS model. So, it's according to AWS, it's infinitely scalable, and it has whatever we were talking about this earlier. It has
because there's an infinite number of sand in the world for silicon.
Yeah,
so, exactly.
And you could debate whether 3 nines or 5 nines, and which is most appropriate for enterprise class systems. And I think that AWS will only continue to enhance or change and build on that. So I think from the technology perspective, that gives us the scalability that our customers will be looking for. From a people perspective, I mean, that's why I'm at shows like this, and we're talking to a lot of different folks. It's finding the right people that have the experience and the vision to be able to go along on this ride.
Excellent. Well, Kurt, anything else you'd like to add for the audience?
Well, I think that one of the questions that we often get is, who's your target customer? Who are you looking to try to work with? Is it the middle market? Is it is it just the big 5? Who are the right companies to go after? And the answer really is, with cloud solutions, is that we can do either. So it probably is easier to work with the big guys because there's fewer conversations that need to take place to drive revenues, but we can do either. But no, I think that the big guys are the ones. And what I think is also wonderful about the media and entertainment industry is that there are typically a lot of fiefdoms that are out there.
Yes.
and they're very fiercely independent in the way they operate. And so, you know, in my past, I worked for SAP. And to try to get a over-the-top solution that everybody adopts inside of media and entertainment companies, which I've done that, very challenging. What's wonderful about cloud is that now you can go hamlet to hamlet to division, and you can talk to the senior-most people and say, these are the tools available to you in the cloud. You know, as we see the economics of the old models being maybe dollars and digital being dimes, and how they're going to, a lot of industries or a lot of sub-industries inside of media are in a bit of turmoil regarding that change. What we're offering is, through our cloud solution, is the ability to cut costs, you know, somewhere to the tune of 60%. So no longer are they maintaining applications and doing things that probably they're not the best in the world
Right.
at. It allows them to focus on doing what they do best.
Doing what they do best, exactly.
Which is building content, gathering news, whatever they're telling a story, or being a retailer, which is you know, acquiring customers, minimizing churn, having the right deals, merchandising, making suggestions that are appropriate for those customers. So we would maintain that we allow them to get out of the business that they're not good at, eliminate that inefficiency for the entire ecosystem, and focus on the pieces where they really do add value.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Kurt. Appreciate you being here today.
Thank you.